Morning, friends. Well, probably morning for some people. Relative morning for me. I just got up a little while ago. I actually did something I very rarely do, and I actually slept in, like slept late. Fell asleep on the couch last night, and my girlfriend called me and woke me up this morning. So, well, again, this morning, afternoon, whatever. Let's talk about the elephants in the garage, as I made mention of in a previous video. For one thing, you might notice that the video quality of this video really took a dump. That's because my normal camera took a tumble and the zoom lock is shot. Now I might be able to fix it, I might be able to redo it, but let's face it, it's gonna be like a long project and I wanted to get another video made. So, plus I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna be able to fix it. So I actually have a new camera coming to me. It's actually gonna be a higher quality than my last camera. So hopefully video quality is gonna skyrocket. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't wanna make any promises like that. In the meantime, I'm going old school newbie vlogger style, and it's just gonna be what it is for right now. But I wanted to talk to you guys about, as I said before, the elephant in the garage. Well, I have lots of elephants floating around my house right now, but main one being the fact that I'm now working on another motorcycle. Some of you who are subscribed might have seen that I started a new build on a 1981 Yamaha Heritage Special. And it's coming along quite nicely, if you see. I mean, right now, you know, I'm still working on things. You see the headlights off and there's a bunch of loose wires and everything. That's actually because I'm finishing another video about that, so stay tuned for that. But the other elephant in the room is this. My 82 Yamaha Maxim build. Fully customized, and it's a rebuild from a bike that I used to have. This bike actually is my very first bike. I bought it back in 2006, having never ridden a motorcycle before. Yeah, I didn't know anything about riding at the time. I just knew I wanted to ride. I wanted a motorcycle, and so I bought one. And I learned to ride it, and I loved riding it until it got hit and totaled. So I'm rebuilding it. Now, I started a build on this, and I was very excited to get it done, and I stopped. Now, I've done this now with a few different projects. My sister actually suggests that I probably have ADD because I keep doing this type of thing. I keep starting a project and then stopping it. It's a possibility. Let's face it, it is a possibility because I've got a whole bunch of projects I'm working on. I'm always bouncing back and forth and doing everything, which is why sometimes projects that I'm doing on my channel end up being cut short, or I'll start them and then I don't do a video on them for a while. Now, that's partly the reason for this. Now, I started working on this bike, and much like the Heritage right now, you'll notice that the front end is all torn apart because I'm doing a bunch of wiring in here. I hate wiring. I really do. That's why I ended up taking a pause on it, because it was driving me nuts and I needed to do other projects around the house. For those of you who don't know, I live in a very old Victorian house. It was actually built in 1880, and my parents neglected it for about 30 years. So now that I'm taking it over, I have to do a whole bunch of work. Like, I just had to basically do a bunch of fixing of the sun porch. And today, after I'm done shooting this video, I'm going under the house to start insulating the house because it's never been insulated. And frankly, I can't afford the damn gas bill during the winter. It's so damn expensive because the house is heated by natural gas. Anywho, that's not what this video is about. That's what happened with this bike. I was doing work on it, I was getting a lot done with it, and then I had to put it on pause, partially because I needed to kind of get my head straight to do all this wiring, because I hate wiring, and then part of it was I needed to do other things around the house, and then I got the new Heritage, which I want to do and get up running. See, this bike I love this bike. I can't wait to ride it. But at the same time, it needs so much work that I'm currently doing to get it going. I gotta do all this wiring. I gotta wire up the speedometer, tachometer, cluster combo. I still have to clean the carburetors, and actually that might be all. Can't remember. It's been so long I've actually forgotten. It's kind of sad. But the wiring is gonna be a real pain in the ass. And because I hate wiring so much, and because it's gonna be a pain, that's why I kind of put it on pause. I will be getting back to it. My goal was, I know that, so with this bike, I rebuilt the engine, right? I completely rebuilt the engine, all new bearings, new piston rings, new seals, the whole 9 yards. I am very confident that I did a good job and that this engine will run. I'm very confident that the wiring that I did for just the engine and everything, the actual, like what makes the bike run, that I did that correctly. But I'm still not 100% sure because this bike went through a lot. Like I said, I'm hoping. The other thing is that these tires that are on the bike, they're a bit dry rotted. In fact, the back wheel doesn't even hold air but for a couple minutes. And I will not ride a motorcycle with dry rotted tires because you only have 2 tires and you need all the quality you possibly can in those things. And part of the problem is that we don't have a motorcycle shop around me. I think there might be one about an hour up the road. And given that it's an hour up the road, getting tires up there is gonna be a little tricky because I have to make it in one shot. Gotta take the tires off, have the bike balanced the entire time that I'm gone, and then come back to it. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'm sure I'll figure out a way to do it, but I just haven't yet, and because of that, it's kind of put a damper on the process of getting this bike done. But I mean, it is coming along. You'll see, you know, it looks really nice. Dirty because it's in a garage, it hasn't been washed, but you know, it's been painted, whole tail section redone. So I think it looks really nice, and I know it's gonna be coming along really nicely once I get there. This bike, the Heritage that I'm working on now, I know it's a running motorcycle. Well, at least I was told it was. It should be. I have no reason to think it isn't. I just need to put the carburetors back in because you see there's no carburetors. They're off for the same reason. I got to clean them and adjust them. Still doing the wiring and everything. This is all the custom work that I'm doing. You know, same thing. Repainted the bike. Got new side covers. Whole 9 yards. Now, I haven't ridden a motorcycle in a few years. So I am chomping at the bit to get back to riding. So, if you're me and you're chomping at the bit, you want to get the bike that should be running again on the road, or continue with your big build. That's why I switched over to working on the Heritage, trying to get this thing up and running and get this build done. Like I said, in the midst of trying to do everything else, I said, I'm getting ready to go under the house and insulate it. That's a big project. And given the fact that it is now September, I want to get as much done as possible before the winter because frankly, I'm sick of paying $600 a month. Yes, that is the cost of my my gas bill during the winter because the house is so bloody drafty because there's no insulation. Yay, old houses. But, so we are coming along with this. By the end of the day today, I'll have this in place and be making some headway on this bike. Once I'm done this bike, I will then get back to working on the Maxim because I do really want to get this bike up and running, and I just can't wait to revive this thing, you know? That's why I call it the Phoenix, because this bike was dead. I mean, literally this bike got hit and totaled. The entire frame from literally the entire frame from right here all the way back was ripped off. I mean, the wiring harness was split. The tank was just crumbled up like a freaking soda can. Now, obviously, I did not fix this tank. I bought a new tank. In fact, I bought a new frame because that frame was just completely totaled and the insurance company knew it. That, of course, led to a lot of fun because I had a 1982 XS400J. That is the Maxim 400. I bought online, knowing that the 82 and 83 are the same bike. I bought what was listed as an 83 XS400. I got it, and I realized that it's not the right frame. I got the XS400R, which was the frame for the Seika, which was the sportier of the three big motorcycles that Yamaha had at that time. You had the Virago, which was very cruiser. You had the Seika, which was sportier, and then you had the Maxim, which was the in-between. So it was the wrong frame. Good thing about that is that virtually everything matches up. The engine mounts in the frame the same way, the triple tree, the whole neck, everything, same deal. Swing arm, same deal. The only thing that really differs was the tail is different. The mounting place for the tank is different. Oh, the mounting point for the controls, like the shifter and the brake pedal, that's a little different. But we're talking minor differences here. Nothing that I was able to change or deal with. Obviously, I built a whole new tail for the bike, so it's not even like this bike originally did not look like this in the back end. I've put a fair amount of work into it. It is kind of upsetting for me to then have come to a halt on working on it. Not just because I'm making a video series about it for this channel, but also just because it's my bike, you know, and I'm looking forward to riding again, especially considering, you know, this was the first bike and then it was hit and totaled and virtually killed. So I'm reviving it. Yeah, I can't wait. I want to get it on the road, but it's just so much freaking work and trying to be productive on other things. But I want to let you guys know that no, I haven't given up on this bike. It's like I haven't given up on the R6. That bike is driving me bonkers because I can't figure out what it wants, but I haven't given up on it. I've just pushed it to the back burner while I take care of other projects. I will get back to it. I will get back to the R6. I will get back to the Maxim. This beautiful rebuild that I'm doing. I will even get back to the XJ600 that many of you who have been longtime subscribers know that I was riding and I was working on for quite a while. Loving riding that bike. It currently has an issue with its starter gear. The actual idler ring is stripped and I need to take apart the engine to fix it. Yay! Yeah, one more thing and one more thing and one more thing, you know? But I know that anyone who's watching my videos is going to be seeing this bike sitting here in my garage and wondering, what's the deal, Renegade? Why'd you stop? Well, this is why I stopped, because I have so many other projects and I want to get things done and want to be able to accomplish things at a pretty good clip. But I assure you, I'm not stopping any of these projects. Just because I put it on the back burner does not mean that I have stopped. Does not mean that I've given up. It's like I haven't worked on the Porsche in a while, but that's because I'm trying to get other things done. I will get back to them all, I promise you. But yeah, I thought I'd take a moment just to explain that. Because I know some people are watching the videos and they're looking forward to the next video on certain projects, certain builds. And I kind of feel like I'm letting them down a little bit, but at the same time, like I'm making other content. So, kind of is what it is. I'll take this point to say, if you're looking forward to seeing any of these builds, one, leave a like so I know, but also please hit subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload a video. I am planning on ramping up my video production very soon and trying to get more done and getting it done faster. Like I said, working on the Heritage. I'm gonna get more done quicker on that, especially once I get a new camera, because that's another reason I took a pause, because I didn't have a working good camera for it. And then after that is the Maxim. Still working on Lucille, my 87 black Volvo 240 wagon. Lux, my blue 91 240 wagon. And the Porsche. It's a lot of projects, folks. So we're gonna get into them. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for me for today. Like I said, I just wanted to kind of explain that all and, you know, let you guys know that I am paying attention to all of my projects just a little bit at a time, and if I do have ADD, I apologize for my ADD-ridden brain and my seemingly inability to follow up with one full project and start it and finish it, and yeah. That's it. Simple, sweet. So I'm gonna go start working on another project that I need to do just for the safety of my own bank account. But continue projects like this. So until next time, y'all keep rocking and rolling. Don't keep taking care of business. See you next one.